Okay, punta na tayo sa paragraph 2. Impossible crime. So, there are requisites to remember. First one, the act would be an offense against persons or property. Ay, ibig sabihin, ang coverage sa impossible crime ay against persons or property. So, kung ang isang krimen na pinag-usapan ay against personal liberty and security, against public order, against national security of the state and the law of nations, then walang impossible crime doon. Kasi ang impossible crimes, emphasize natin, patungkol lamang sa crime against persons or property. We highlight that one. Second requisite, the act done is with evil intent. Anong ibig sabihin natin ng evil intent? Ang ibig sabihin ng evil intent dito, ang offender ay wala pa siyang alam na imposible nang makomit ang krimen. In other words, kung ang pinag-usapan natin ay ang pagpatay ng tao, wala pa siyang alam na ang tao ay patay na. Kung ang pinag-usapan natin ay patungkol sa pagnakaw, wala pa siyang alam na imposible nang makomit ito. Kaya yun ang ibig sabihin natin ng evil intent. Third element is the accomplishment of the act is inherently impossible or the means employed is inadequate or ineffectual. So tingnan natin ang bawat isa nito, inherently impossible at saka inadequate or ineffectual. Ito yung tatlong I sa impossible crime. Inherently impossible, inadequate, or ineffectual. So let us consider first the inherently impossible. Inherent impossibility. So there are two types of inherent impossibility. First one, the legal impossibility, the intended acts not amounting to a crime. So a good example is the killing of a person who is already dead. So paano mo mapatay ang isang taong patay na? So imposible nang makomit ang krimen dito. Pero gaya ng sabi na natin, dapat ang offender ay wala pa siyang alam na patay na ang taong babarilin niya. Kasi pag alam niya, then there cannot be impossible crime in that regard. Because wala na siyang tinatawag natin na evil intent. The next type of inherent impossibility is physical impossibility. There are extraneous circumstances which are unknown to the actor or beyond his control, which prevent the consummation of intended crime. A good example. So, there is a man with intention to steal another's wallet, finds the pocket empty. So, walang laman ang pocket. Gusto niyang nakawin ang sa loob ng pocket na yan. Gusto niyang kunin ang wallet, pero wala palang laman. Next, person steals check which was later dishonored. A good example dito, may nag-collect sa isang bayad sa utang, and then ang ibinayad sa kanya ay cheque. Kayon, along the road, nalaglag ang bag na kung saan nandun ang check. Napulot yan ng isang tao. So, ang cheque na yan ay hindi nakapangalan, kundi naka-pay to cash lang. Kaya anybody na merong check na yan ay pwedeng mag-withdraw sa bangko. So, nung nalaman ng collector na nawala ang kanyang bag na nandun ang check, tinawagan niya kaagad ang bangko. Sinabihan niya, kung may taong magpa-encash ng pera na to or ng check na to, wag niyong i-allow. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng dishonored. So, the person steals the check which was later dishonored. So, yung mga nawalang item, pag ikaw ay nakapulot niyan at saka hindi mo sinuuli, that is equivalent to stealing. So, yung nahulog ang kanyang bag and then napulot ng isang tao, hindi niya isinuuli. So, ang check na nandun, pay to cash. So, pwede niyang ma-encash. So, pag nanakaw yan, pero ang kagandahan lang ay is that na itawag kaagad ng taong nawala ng cheque ang bangko, kaya na-dishonor ng bangko. Kaya ito ay isang klaseng impossible crime. Dito tayo sa inadequate. Inadequate means insufficient. Good example is small quantity of poison. Kulang ang poison, so hindi namatay ang tao kasi the amount is inadequate. Next is ineffectual. So the means employed is not producing the result expected. So a good example is when a person pressed the trigger of the gun not knowing that that is empty. So wala pa lang naman ang baril, kaya hindi pumutok. So that is ineffectual. The fourth requisite is the act is not constituting a violation of another provision of the RPC. Ang ibig sabihin nito, dapat walang ibang felony na na-violate ang tao sa panahon na nangyari ang impossible crime. Kasi ang impossible crime ay tinatawag na crime of last resort. Ang ibig sabihin nito, wala nang ibang felony na pwedeng i-charge sa tao kundi ang impossible crime na lang. Pero kung meron pang ibang felony na pwedeng ma-charge sa tao, then hindi impossible crime ang i-charge kundi ibang krimen. So, a good example dito is si A, alam niya na palaging dinadala ni B ang isang mamahalin na relo. Kaya isang araw, inabangan niya si B na dumaan. At nung dumaan na, gamit niya ang kanyang baril, hinold up niya si B. Pero, yung sa panahon na yon, hindi nadala ni B ang kanyang relo. So, ang ginawa ni A, hinayaan niya si B na makalis kasi wala namang pwedeng manakaw or makuha mula sa kanya. Meron bang impossible crime dito? Sagot, no. Because may ibang krimen na nagawa si A. Anong krimen yon? That is attempted robbery with violence against or intimidation of persons. Yung pagtutok niya ng baril laban kay B. Okay, so these are the four elements or the four requisites of impossible crime. So tingnan natin ano yung mga tinatawag na crime against persons na makikita natin sa RPC. So ang pinaka-memory aid natin ay MHPI drop. So murder, homicide, parricide, infanticide, duel, rape, abortion, physical injuries. MHPI drop. And then crime against property. Ang pinaka-memory aid natin dito ay BRAC scam. Balikan natin, BRAC scam. So that is brigandage, robbery, usurpation, culpable insolvency, theft, swindling, chattel mortgage, arson, and malicious mischief. So ang pagbasa dito, BRAC scam. B-R-U-C-T. And then scam. So there are important things to remember with regard to impossible crime. Crimes against persons or property are not actually committed. Otherwise, you do not speak of impossible crime. So ang pinag-usapan lamang ay against persons or property. At saka, dapat hindi siya na-commit. Kasi pag na-commit siya, do not speak of impossible crime. The penalty is arresto mayor or a fine of 200 to 500 pesos. But right now, this is already being amended, itong fine na to, sa Republic Act 10951. I-take up natin yan when we reach the topic about penalty. The act performed is not constituting another crime as we have already discussed. So there is no other violation punishable under the RPC.